Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager.
Cross out the ones we finished, which I think is all of those?
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you.
The question is that how much he's being assigned? Or is he drowning himself in work as a distraction from other mental health issues?
And a fuck you to you too. That last one cuts a slash right through the paper.
Fuck yeah, Half-Light. Thanks, I needed that.
You're a swashbuckler with that pen, Harry, and it feels good. Feels like completion.
I appreciate that one too, interfacing, although you're a bit late.
Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the Citizens Militia. This would be a good time to finally name the case. If only Lieutenant Kitsuragi were here, so you could coordinate. No use naming it without him. Maybe at a later time, you can come back to this.
God damn, he keeps giving me stuff where it's like, man, guess he shouldn't have sent Kim away.
Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
Well, I guess I'm done expecting these.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Oof. Let's not read the case files. Let's browse the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out.
Well, we know this, at least the red ones are autopsy forms. What are the yellow ones?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are station calls. And the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Is the misconduct fine for me, or for me to give to someone else?
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
Okay, they're tickets, essentially. Station call?
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Okay. This is basically like when white people get arrested for things, but instead of being hauled off in a squad car and having their head slammed against the top of it as they're put in the back, the cops just come up to the door and shake their hand and be like, hey, you think you can swing down by the station in a couple of days? We'll book you in and all that. It's that thing.
All in a print so small it could be considered downright cute.
I mean, we should know what a field autopsy is at this point, but let's check.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
All right, that's enough of that.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Right, so we'll wait on that until we at least have some close for logic. Oh, yeah. Well, I do want to look more at these, but I feel like I should do it when Kim is here. Sure.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
But look at all the content!
Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
This mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling. Fraud and embezzlement. Oh my god. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Cancel culture is out of control. Oh no, I hate all of these. This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. That's the best we got.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
That's correct. End. The end. Full stop. All right, then. Well, that was fun. We learned about cockatoos. Now what? I literally don't have any idea where to go next. I have like so many fucking tasks, it's crazy. I gotta sing karaoke, I gotta explore secret passages. I gotta find out who made the call, I gotta figure out what's going on with the tattoos. I gotta name the case, but I can't do it till Kim's here. Find out who put the clothes in the trash, I gotta find my badge, I gotta smoke. I don't actually know what this is. Is it drugs? I gotta figure out what's going on. I could do that. I can actually do that right now. We gotta drink. We gotta find the rest of the armor. We gotta piss. We gotta find Morel. We gotta go back and talk to Joyce about reality. I have to prove my authority to Titus Hardy, except my authority is like -2 because of my dumbass shirt. And I have to stop smelling like death. And also figure out why businesses keep failing. I guess we can go find out what's happening with drugs. That involved, I believe that involved going over here and talking to the drivers.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Well, that's not gonna work. You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
Sure. Electrochemistry, I need you to sit down for a second.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
One and three are essentially the same. Let's be straight.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Why are you here?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Working on these rhymes clearly leads to muscular atrophy. Make sure you don't get hooked on poetry.
Leave the poets alone, physical instrument. All right, who's doing it?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
All right. Oh, we're gonna lose this, and I might lose morale from completely embarrassing myself. It's fucking worth.
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
She broke me. She fucking broke me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
No, Tommy, these are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled.
That's,
I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case. Fuck. We're gonna die from this.
Yeah.
Total doom.
Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
You got any smokes?
Nope. Don't smoke.
God damn it.
Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
You really need them smokes. Need them. Got to get some. You sure he's not lying to you? You can't trust a lorry man.
That is a legendary electrochemistry check that we nailed.
Hey, isn't he like smoking right now? The smell is in the air.
Oh my god, I forgot! We've been through this before! He's literally smoking in front of me saying, nope, don't smoke. You're literally doing it right now!
Okay. But this is my last one.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you sure you don't already have lung cancer?
I am not sure. Bye. Alright. Who else is out and about? It looks like I could walk under that, but I guess not. Oh yeah, that's right. There's an innocent old lady over here that Kim stopped me from hassling because she was just an old lady, but Kim's not here
The
anymore.
woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Chaos.
Where am I? Who are you?
Oh, you know, I'm just the law.
Then I don't suppose you could tell me where we are, lawman.
Sort of.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you rather be?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
Who is that?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Oh.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you. His head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
So you were in meth when you were young.
Someone was.
Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
I don't know how to answer that question.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
Who? What?
All of what? The world. The present.
I said, sorry to interrupt your dreaming.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
And then she eyes me up.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
Right, I have to ask you police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
You seem like a good person to ask about drugs. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Why?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, what actually though?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
You mean, like, for the money, right?
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Do you get high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
Are you... Are you hauling the drugs? And getting paid in a cut of the drugs? Or are you just on drugs?
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
I don't understand the Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
I don't know what that is. Tell me what that is.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
And then he doesn't.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maygrit, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
So he gives up his riding and settles down, right? He settles down, right? Yeah, I see where this is going.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the mud. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought that was going!
You have to understand. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
You can just leave! Like, what is she gonna do? Follow you? You seem like you know about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
Alright, I'll bite. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yes, There is a protagonista and an adversario.
Oh, sure.
I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Okay.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
It's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
I already asked what you'd be hauling, but I don't want to, like... And for 2, she's already said she doesn't give a shit what she hauls. What are you hauling? You're going to say you don't know.
You're man, low man. What of it?
Are you smuggling drugs?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said you don't know, so it could be drugs, right?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat. On the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
Drugs?
No, Lowman. Diamonds.
Alright, that's on me. I made that too easy.
Damn this. Make her answer.
We are not going to threaten her to comply. Jesus Christ. Alright, who do you think is smuggling drugs? Like, I'm gonna get an answer out of this.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's not conclusive at all.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
I don't care about diamonds.
Diamonds are good for you, Lowman.
No,
You
they're
should try them
literally
sometime.
not.
Make yourself pretty like Eva de Zoras.
What stats did I pick? I'm glad you asked. Where's my mouse? There you are. Welcome to Himbo Town. We're doing our best. Before you ask, yes, I did punch Kuno, and yes, it did work. I'm not gonna demand that. It's fine.
I would never make fun of a real lowman, Herifia.
Okay. So if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, why are you still here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
Yeah, I'm not really specking really hard into Shivers, but I've gotten a lot from it just because we have a lot of points into physical. I started playing this game years ago, around the time it came out, and I went really heavy into intelligence and emotional, mental skills, blue and purple, and I never finished that. Playthrough. So when I went back to it, I decided I wanted to go through with a completely different approach. And I've really enjoyed it so far. The kinds of stuff that you get out of stats you wouldn't expect, like composure and reaction speed, you know, I thought I would be missing out on some of the, like, I guess for lack of a better term, informational stuff that you get from stuff like Encyclopedia and Volition. Or Empathy. And I've been really pleasantly surprised at how well stuff like reaction speed and perception have filled in for that. So I don't feel like, I feel like I'm getting different stuff, but I also don't feel like I'm missing anything. It's been really nice.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
You seem like you were off somewhere before I got here.
What do you mean?
I don't know, know, you seem like you were in a state where you shouldn't be driving a lorry.
Because I'm one of the best communers around. That's why. I get routes no one else will.
What ones?
Lomonosov's Land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
Boy, none of that means shit to me. It's... When they start dropping proper nouns that, like, fly right over my head, I'm like... We're failing an encyclopedia check right now. I can feel it. Like, in the background, there's a roll for encyclopedia, and we're hitting, like, 3 out of 14 or something like that.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
It's funny because it's literally true. I don't even remember why that came up. Was it Everart? No, it was Joyce. Joyce was talking about a billion, and Encyclopedia was like, what the fuck is a billion?
The Transcatholia Magistral.
Oh, goodness.
You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
You know what? That's cool as shit. Ride till you're dust, sister.
Irmao. I already am dust.
Whatever. Goodbye.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
We have finished the field autopsy, and I've sent Kim off to register the body, so he's out for the rest of the day, and I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the time. With the time I have till he gets
in
back.
The traffic jam.
You got anything new for me?
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Motherfucker, I tried that and he knocked me the fuck out. Don't tell me how to fight.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
That's right. Physical Instrument knows what's up this time.
Let's talk about our right to work.
Why would you talk about it with me? Well, I guess I am a cop. What's a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape.
Good for him.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
I'm listening. You have my attention. What's up with that?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You wearing new clothes? Where'd you get those new clothes if you're just a poor downtrodden man who needs a job?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. Reaction speed gives you these lines that I don't feel like we would get otherwise. And it's stuff that you might get from other stats like empathy or like some of the like bring up the stats. Like rhetoric could get you there, suggestion could get you there, conceptualization could get you there. But this is like, I'm impressed with the way that they're using reaction speed as like quick thinking. Like immediately this thought popped into your head, act on it. All right, where are you from?
What's it to you?
Deep set suspicion. Routine, it's part of the investigation.
Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people.
I already got that. I'm interested in your background.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
You all came from Jamrock? Or some of you came from Jamrock?
A monstrous shadow high above the fire traps of the domain. The 881 motorway running over this district of Jamrock. Concrete pillars rise up from the midst of the dilapidated wooden houses. On the horizon, barely visible, the hazy machinery of the harbor.
Let's lean in.
Life in the domain is even worse off than in Martinez. The cold air is stiff from the fumes of the motor carriages and lorries roaring overhead. Below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst them, there is no sight of this man. Nowhere.
First of all, this description sounds like it's under the plate in Midgar. Second of all, let's try the indirect approach here. Let him talk himself into a circle. You a bouncer? I frequent a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
I feel like you just made that up. Never heard of it. Are you lying?
We're done here. I have a strike to break. Right to
We're
work! Right to work! Shame on you!
we're not done here, sir.
Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
We'll see.
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
Where are you from,
What's
though?
it to you?
I'm gonna figure out this strike mess. It's just curiosity.
Big mess, caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people.
Yeah, your background.
We're all workers.
A monstrous shadow,
Right.
life below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst them,
You're not from the
there is
domain.
no
Yeah? What makes you say that?
No one there knows you.
They know me. That's bullshit.
I don't know if any of these routes are gonna
What's it to
lead to
you?
anything else.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help.
Yeah.
We're all workers.
A monstrous life below, broken down, battered people mill on the dusty streets with no purpose. Yet amongst
try this
them,
one.
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell?
Not right now, but I might have been there. I don't really remember things well.
It was a long time ago.
All right. I don't see this going anywhere else. For the time being. Oh, hey there, friend.
Looking for something odd? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Fuck off again! Wait. Hold on, what do you know about drugs,
Looking for
actually?
something on drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
Oh, I don't want to get into this. Still fuck off, though. That hasn't changed. You smell of booze and cigarettes. How are narcotics different?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
The answer, as always, is racism.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Okay, let's not... You know what we're not going to do? We're not going to hit one and argue against one racist with the ramblings of a different yet opposed racist. Like, literally just pitting the rhetoric of two racial supremacists that happen to belong to different races against one another is getting us nowhere. So you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you don't know anything about drug smuggling?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Well, what are you doing here?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Two things. One, that's a fucked up, terrible analogy. Two, genuinely hope you get ass cancer.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open. You know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
I'll have you know that we are hard adherents to Mazovian socioeconomics in this stream. Even though the game keeps accusing me of it killing people.
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
No, he doesn't need to know about online forums. It's too soon. Serves him right. Fuck that guy.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
I'm not... I've seen what results from this. I am not gonna let him have a chuckle. Who else is on this damn street? Hey, I don't think I've talked to you before.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Thank you, Perception.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
Are you going to say that I'm cool?
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
I wasn't ready for that interjection, Shivers. Thank you.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Oh. I'm so not cool.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Whip that shit out! It's not like I have my real gun. Oh my god, he really did it!
Don't
And
shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
there's a shakedown.
Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you?
This isn't a joke. Give me your money. No, for real, this is an actual shakedown. Oh man, like, for some reason, like, of course they would let you do that, but boy was I not prepared for it. Oh, Christ. Oh, man. Whew. No, I'm not. Let's save that. Yeah, I'm trying to be a punch cop without being like an actual fascist. But they make it difficult by making the more fascist options seem kind of humorous, but then you realize what it actually looks like, and it's like, oh, Jesus. No, just answers, just official police questions and answers. That's all I need.
Then fire away, officer.
Hold up. What? Hold on. What do you mean? You were promised a gun, that much is certain. That is why you became a cop. And here you are, loitering around with idle hands like some sorry-ass loser from the street. Suddenly you're supposed to be solving cases by, what, like talking to people? How are they gonna believe you can protect yourself and them from savages without a firearm? This ain't right. You need to think around the problem. And you need to snap your fingers at people as you do. We will not be internalizing this thought. Jesus Christ. The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
I think one of them said not for resale.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Wait, Humanix, humanitarian aid.
Oh shit. Does your supplier drive that Humanux truck over there?
What? Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
That was a yes. Humanitarian aid macaronis! What kind of stuff you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Where'd you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Super cool! Very above board. Is there a discount for cool officers?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale.
Ah, that's smooth as
Anything
hell.
you want, 50% off.
Oh, that's good haggling. That's good haggling. That's super smooth. I respect the game. Do you have a permit?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits, just economic freedom.
Yo,
Look around.
I love this dude.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Wait, you don't need a single permit to set up a shop? Kim, do you need... God damn it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
What am I doing here if there's no permits? There's no laws, no regulation. It's anarchy.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state.
You're right. This is cool. I'm part of a hip, thin, almost non-existent state apparatus. So cool guys protect businessmen while everyone else lives in the ruins. I can think of cooler things than that. This is the answer.
Yeah, cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here.
Holy shit, the yes and skills of this man are off the fucking charts. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
Where are you from?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais, from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
Apricots are delicious.
Yes, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws.
I would say that I don't know how I feel about that, but I do.
Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai.
How are we on rhetoric? Not good. Poor underprivileged girl. Oh, no! Oh, no! We would have been better off if he hadn't said that. I'll look around, thanks.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
I feel strongly as though I should not wear sunglasses in my current state. I will try them on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Yeah, it's not good sunglasses.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
Yeah, but you said they were uncomfortable.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
Let's try rummaging a bit.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Serais plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
I feel like sunglasses that melt in the sun may be a poor investment.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Yes, Joyce financed my stay in the hotel. Yeah, it's not gonna work. What we got over here? This is
There
new.
are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Don't like that.
The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
That's perfect for me.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand, buy secondhand. Keep the economy moving.
I bet we find something in here. What the fuck? You can't.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness.
I was just
Whatever
looking
noble
for
intentions you once
pants.
had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now.
Man, fuck this.
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now.
That was a 92% chance. It was a 92% chance of finding some nice pants. And instead, I'm gonna go throw myself off a bridge. Or live under it. Maybe both.
Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any theories, merely saying, "Whatever happened to him wasn't about birds. He got fucked, that's all."
When was my last save? Alright, well, it was before all of that.